Dale's Heating and Appliance, your local heating and appliance expert, is committed to making your family's comfort their top priority. And now you can add water softeners to their list of expertise. Dale's now offers water softener sales or rentals along with installation, service, and salt delivery. So if your home needs quality water, make the call to your already trusted experts at Dale's, or just visit dalesheatingandappliance.com. dalesheatingandappliance.com.
Welcome to the Summer of Saints.
Dale's now offers water softener sales or rentals along with installation,
We're talking about the
service, and
St.
salt
Paul
delivery.
Saints.
So if your
Listen,
home
every
needs
Friday
quality
morning,
water,
all summer long, we're sending you and a friend to CHS Field to see the Saints, courtesy of Hinckley Firehouse. Listen to win all summer. The Summer of Saints, throwing heat all summer long. Thanks to the Hinckley Firehouse and WCMP.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to today's championship softball matchup here in Section 4A between your Braham Bombers, who will take on West Lutheran. It's not the first time these two teams have faced off this season. No, it will be the second time, but we'll get into that in a moment. The Braham Bombers here in this section championship game on the campus of the University of Northwestern St. Paul as we get set for softball action here on this turf field at their softball complex. Beautiful complex here. You've got the tennis courts, the baseball field, and then you've got the football field as well, just on the east side of it. And then, of course, the softball field here as well. And all of it turf. Obviously, tennis courts aren't turf, but these fields are turf, and it'll be a little bit different experience for both of these teams playing on a turf field, watching that ball bounce instead of maybe rolling or even stopping in the dirt. And going to be a little bit different here today, but that's why you take the field and warm up a little bit to get the feel of how things are going to go, as Braham, of course, will be the designated away team as the lower seed. West Lutheran going to be the home team as the high seed and the undefeated team as well in the playoffs. West Lutheran is not undefeated on the season. No, they did not go without their blemishes. They went 16-4 on the season, but an impressive 13-1 in section play. Their only loss in section play was to Packed Charter at the end of the season, a 7-2 loss against Packed Charter, and Packed Charter made a run at them here in the playoffs. We'll talk about that in a second, but Braham, an impressive 19-5 record, 7-3 in the section, which was the same record as Packed Charter had in section play. So both teams played 10 games in the section, both had a 7-3 record. As we look into the playoffs, Braham started off in the in the opening round with a bye, but then they got to host Heritage Christian Academy, in whom they beat 16-1. The 15-run rule came into effect after the fourth inning of play, and then they got to host Packed Charter the day after that. And that was a tough one there, as Packed Charter got the victory 7-1, which sent Braham to the elimination bracket, in which they got to host their third playoff game in a row against Buffalo Lake Hector Stewart. Buffalo Lake Hector Stewart, a very young group who only allowed this West Lutheran number one seeded team to 2 runs in their loss to them, and then they had held Braham to 1. But that was enough for Braham to move on in the elimination bracket just a couple of days ago on Tuesday, when they played in the elimination bracket against Mayor Lutheran and got the victory 5-1. And then they got a chance at redemption against Packed Charter, and they got that redemption there against Packed, getting the victory 4-3 to punch their ticket to return to this championship game here against West Lutheran. So getting set for first pitch at about noon here on the campus of University of Northwestern St. Paul, home of the Eagles, as we get set for this one. But Braham, again, coming out of the elimination bracket, they had a ton of work to do, beat Mayor Lutheran pretty handedly, but then against Packed Charter, that was the one that everyone was watching for. Packed Charter, they got there by losing to West Lutheran in the semifinal game 5-2. So Packed Charter wanted to prove a little something, but Braham, they had a little something extra going for them there in that one after losing at home to Packed Charter, and they got the victory over them. As I mentioned before, Braham, this is not the first time they have played West Lutheran this season. No, late in the year, just back on May 11th on a Saturday, they hosted both Mayor Lutheran and West Lutheran. They lost to Mayor Lutheran 6-5 and then lost to West Lutheran as well 10-3. So last time these two teams played, it was a little bit more lopsided in favor of West Lutheran. But this, the championship game, going to be a little bit different as we go through this one. A lot more on the line, a trip to state for both of these squads. For Braham, they need to win 2 games in a row. If they win this first one, then they will have to play another one and beat West Lutheran once again in order to get to state. That's because West Lutheran does not have a loss in the playoffs, and Braham does. So that is how Braham can get to the state tournament. We get our PA announcer getting things ready. I believe we'll get our starters announced and our lineups. And as we go forward, looking at these two teams should be a fun one, as taking a look at both of these teams on the season, whether it's offensively, defensively, they are very similar in runs given up and runs scored. As I mentioned, both teams do a very good job pitching the ball, and defensively do a really good job, but scoring, they're the top 2 teams in the section in scoring offenses. They score 8.7 runs per game, do both of them. Then the defenses. This is where it looks interesting, because you got the top 2 teams in the section are the top 2 scoring teams and the top 2 defenses. West Lutheran is number 1 in runs given up per game, in just under 3 at 2.8. Then Braham is there as the number 2 team in runs given up per game in 3.2. So the top 2 teams in the section going at it here today, and what better way for this one to get underway with the top 2 teams in the section, top 2 scoring offenses, top 2 teams in the runs given up per game. It should be a fun one. QRF ranking, I don't know how much you buy into that, but QRF ranking, Braham is 18th, West Lutheran is 20th, so look into that as much as you will if you want to. QRF, really nobody knows how. It's a scientific explanation. Again, really nobody knows 100% how it works, but get a little bit of a clue. I think it goes based off of your section opponents that you've played, the higher seeds that you've played, home, I don't know. It's something like that. Something along those lines as we get the starting lineup, or I should say the lineups for Braham and the starters. They even went into the reserves. We get the reserves now for West Lutheran, and then we'll get their starters as well. Braham will be going with the all-black look here today. The gold numbers and letters outlined in that Braham blue. The blue sleeve with the gold stripe in the middle. The blue collar and the blue socks for the Braham Bombers here today. Now the starters for West Lutheran, the Warriors. They will be wearing their black jerseys with the green letters outlined in white, the white numbers and the white pants, the black socks as well. Playing on this beautiful campus of the University of Northwestern St. Paul. I got to visit here as a athlete, as a prospect, and I haven't been here since, so it's pretty cool to see the new complex here. Baseball, softball, tennis, and football, all part of the new complex built a few years ago. It's been home to many exciting games, I'm sure, for baseball and softball and tennis, but football has been the big story at University of Northwestern St. Paul. That has been so much fun to keep track of. But here today, a softball championship in Section 4A, as Braham trying to punch their ticket to the state tournament. They will need to beat West Lutheran twice. First pitch set for this game at noon, and then if we have to play a second game, if Braham were to win, it'd be at 2 p.m. We're going to get a word from our fine sponsors and our national anthem. Then when we come back, we'll be set for first pitch here on WCMP and KBEK.
Embrace Orthodontics offers a unique specialized approach to orthodontic treatment with custom braces or Invisalign. The team at Embrace loves getting to know their patients personally and takes the time to make sure all your questions are answered. Their board-certified orthodontists use only the latest in modern technology to give you the best outcome possible. They work with your insurance company and offer flexible financing options to fit your budget. Call today to set up your free exam and see how Embrace Orthodontics can transform your smile. More online at embracemn.com. That's embracemn.com.
Dale's Heating and Appliance, your local heating and appliance expert, is committed to making your family's comfort their top priority. And now you can add water softeners to their list of expertise. Dale's now offers water softener sales or rentals along with installation, service, and salt delivery. So if your home needs quality water, make the call to your already trusted experts at Dale's, or just visit dalesheatingandappliance.com. dalesheatingandappliance.com.
Welcome to the Summer of Saints. Not those saints. We're talking about the St. Paul Saints. Listen every Friday morning all summer long We're sending you and a friend to CHS Field to see the Saints, courtesy of Hinckley Firehouse. Listen to Win all summer. The Summer of Saints. Throwing heat all summer long. Thanks to the Hinckley Firehouse and WCMP.
Sean here from Burnett Dairy Cooperative. We care about your comfort and safety. Regularly checking your propane gauge is critical, and when it reaches 30%, it's time to give us a call at 715-689-1032 to request a fill. Reliable service from your local cooperative. Burnett Dairy, your trusted propane partner.
There's just nothing like being on the water, especially on a pontoon. Pine Toon Rental in Pine City has your next outing. Spend the day on the water in style with this 20-footer that holds up to 9 passengers. Whether you want to fish or just float, take the river, take the lake. But you've got to reserve your pontoon first. Visit pinetoonrental.com. pinetoonrental.com.
Okay, let's get started. Counselor, give me your case.
Your Honor, I represent the kids on summer vacation. The kids that did their homework all year. Well, mostly. The kids that ate their veggies, looked out for their little sisters and brothers, and took out the trash when Dad was gone fishing. Your Honor, these kids deserve some fun this summer, like train rides, cheeseburgers, movies, whitewater rafting, or the rodeo. Fun for crying out loud. I present Exhibit A.
This week, get 18 holes of golf with a cart at Springbrook Golf Course in Mora for only $24. Case closed.
Order in the court.
WCMP deals. Visit WCMPradio.com/deals.
And we're set. First pitch in there at 12:03 p.m. to Aaron Zimpel. First one will roll to her, and the next one is inside for ball 2. A 2-0 count to the leadoff batter, Aaron Zimpel. Eleanor Rolfe will pitch for the Warriors from West Lutheran. Zimpel will get a piece of that one, foul it back into the fence. 2-1 is the count now for Aaron Zimpel. Rolfe in the circle for West Lutheran. Eleanor Rolfe, or number 11, and here's the 2-1 to Zimpel. That's high for ball 3. Ball 3 now to Aaron Zimpel. Rolfe will take a moment out of the circle, steps back in, and here's the pitch. And it's Zimpel swings and misses on that one, and it will run the count full. A little bit low, maybe could have laid off that one, but instead it'll run the count full. And a full count for Zimpel as the leadoff batter. Here's the pitch. Zimpel out in front of it, and she will be out number 1. So a strikeout there for out 1 for the Bombers. And now to the plate will be Morgan Rysdam. Defensively for the Warriors, Eleanor Rolfe in the circle pitching. At a ball to Rysdam. Juliet Rober behind the plate catching. At first, Marissa Tussler. And at second, it's Maddie Olmanson, if I can read my own writing. That one swung on and hit softly to the third base. Throw on to first. He's going to get her in time for out number 2. A close play there at first, but it will be out number 2. And now to the plate, Lauren Lenez. Continuing on with the defense for West Lutheran, Maddie Tussler at third, Kaylee Opitz at short. Left field sees Sophia Beck. At center, Natalie Menges. And at right, Emmy Rober. That's how defensively the Warriors will line up, as the first pitch here to Lauren Lenez is ball 1. Two out here in the top of the first. The Bombers Lenez will swing on this one, and that one will go foul for a foul, and it runs the count 1-2. And the next one on the way, inside, foul tip, and it will be a swing and miss for out number 3. No hits, no runs. No errors there by West Lutheran. And we'll move to the bottom of this inning. Bottom of the first. We get set. Take a look at Bombers defensively. In the circle, pitching will be Alex Rysdam, and behind the plate catching for will be Morgan Rysdam. Then at first it will be Nicole Duvernay. And at second will be Sunny Lilly. At third, Lauren Lenez, and at short, Aaron Zimpel. Then out in left, Addie White. In center, Grace Kunke, and out in right field, it'll be Corey Olson. First pitch here to Eleanor Rolfe is low for ball 1. So 1-0 count now for Eleanor Rolfe. That was going to be high for ball 2. A 2-0 count. That one swung on and hit back up the middle. A diving play there by the second baseman is not going to stop the ball from leaving the infield, and that will make it a base hit for Eleanor Rolfe. So base hit there, and Marissa Tussler swings and fouls this one and out of play. Runner on first is the leadoff batter for West Lutheran. That one is going to be called inside for ball 1 to Marissa Tussler. Rysdam with the pitch. That one's into foul territory, and it gets down for another foul ball. And it'll make it a 1-2 count. Gonna come visit with Rysdam in the circle. Not sure what that's about. Only a reminder for what I heard. So a 1-2 pitch on the way. It's low inside for ball 2. Good job though by Morgan Rysdam to keep that one in front of her. Keep that runner at first. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch from Alex Rysdam out towards right. Corey Olson. Oh, she misread it. That's going to get down and roll a ways. That's going to score 1. And the Warriors will get on the board first with an RBI triple from Marissa Tussler. So now the Warriors on the board first. That one's down the right field line, but foul by Kaylee Opitz. So now a runner on third. One has scored for West Lutheran. Nobody out in the bottom of the first. A 1 pitch on the way from Rysdam. That one's going to go foul down the third baseline. And now Opitz will have a 0-2 count. Alex Rysdam looking to grab out number 1 for the Bombers. 0-2 on the way. Took a little something off that one. And on to short. Throw on to first for out number 1, but that will bring in a run from third. So an RBI there. But the first out So nobody will be on, but that does score the second run for West Lutheran, as it's 2-0 with one down. And now to the plate for the Warriors is Maddie Tussler. First pitch to her is ball one. Rysdam with the pitch. That one rolled on the ground to third. Throw on to first in plenty of time for out number 2. So quick 2 outs here for the Bombers, and now Natalie Menges to the plate. Menges steps into the batter's box. Rysdam will ready. Here's the pitch. In there for strike one from Alex Rysdam. Rysdam with the 0-1. That one swung on, hit right back to her, and she throws it on to first easily for out number 3. So the Warriors do some damage here in the first, but the Bombers stop it after 2 hits. See 2 runs across the board and no errors by both sides. And we'll switch Sean over to the second inning of play. Your Bombers trail 2-0 early in this one. If there is a silver lining, it is early. It's not like this is the bottom of the 6th going into the 7th with a 2-0 lead. No, it is only going into inning number 2. So second inning of play coming your way here on both WCMP and KBEK.
When aches and pains are interfering with your daily life, Wellia Health wants to help. The sports medicine team at Wellia Health is here to help you get back to the things you love. Wellia Health has a highly skilled sports medicine team with a wide range of experiences. They are also experts in concussion management, a concern for young athletes and adults alike. No matter the injury, get back in the game with an appointment at Wellia Health. Call us today at 320-679-1313 or schedule an appointment through your MyChart account, welliahealth.org.
Top of the second inning, leading out for the Bombers will be Nicole Duvernay as she works into the batter's box. Down 2-0 here in the top of the second. Here's the pitch from Rolfe, and Duvernay holds off in that swing as that one is in there for strike one. Looks to head coach Swanson. And here's the 0-1 from Rolfe. That one's going to roll and gets to the backstop, and unfortunately nobody's on base here to advance, so that pass ball means nothing, and a 1-1 count now for Duvernay. Here's the pitch from Rolfe. Inside, and just got enough of the plate for strike 2. 1-2 count now for Nicole Duvernay as the leadoff batter here in the top of the second. Bombers trail 2-0. Here's the pitch from Rolfe. Duvernay swings and misses underneath that one a little bit for out number 1. And now to the plate, Jenna Beck, the designated player today for the Bombers, batting in place of Sunny Lilly. Here's the pitch, first one outside for ball 1. 1-0 count for Jenna Beck. She got a big help in their game against Pack Charter in the first game. Got the first run and only run of that game, but ever since she's been in the designated player spot. That one's going to be inside for ball 2. So a 2-0 count. Rolfe, the starting pitcher here for the West Lutheran Warriors. She's been pitching all season. 15-4 record. Has only allowed 54 runs all year. Now we're going to be high for ball 3. So 3-0 count now for Beck as Rolfe, a 1.86 ERA for the Warriors. She's been a tough one it runs against. 3-0 count now for Beck. And she swings on this one, fouls it back towards the concession stand here, and it is a foul ball. Now a 3-1 count for Jenna Beck. Bombers looking for their first base runner of the game. One down here in the top of the second. A 3-1 count for Beck, and here's the pitch. Got a piece of that one into foul territory. The catcher will grab it. Round number 2. That is not an easy catch in foul territory for the catcher, but she somehow holds on for out number 2. So 2 up, 2 down for the Bombers, and now to the plate, Alex Rysdam. Interesting fact for this West Lutheran team, they're not a very experienced team. In fact, they've got only one senior, a couple juniors on their squad. The rest are sophomores, freshmen, 8th, and 7th graders. So this is a young West Lutheran squad, but youth proving to be a key for them this year. As Rysdam will watch that one on the outside part for strike 1. This one's going to be too far inside, though, for ball 1. So 2 down and a 1-1 count now for the pitcher, Alex Rysdam. Here's the pitch from Rolf. Rysdam gets a piece of it. It's up, and it's into foul territory, out of play. That'll hit the dugout for West Lutheran. So now a 1-2 count here for Braham and Alex Rysdam. 2 down here in the top of the second. Rolf readies, and here's the pitch. Got a piece of that one, and that one is fouled out of play as well by Rysdam. Keeping herself alive out there with 2 outs. Now a 1-2 count. Rolf with the pitch. And Rysdam gets a piece of that one out towards center, and it hangs up, and it's going to be caught by the center fielder for out number 3. So just too far underneath that one, but got a good rip on it, and now we'll move to the bottom of the second inning. You're listening to Section Championship Softball here on WCMP and KBEK.
Interested in raising funds for your school or organization? Burnett Dairy Cooperative is now participating in cheese fundraisers. Raise funds by selling cheese to your friends and family and supporting our local farmers. Please call us at 715-689-2053 to find out more.
24/7, 365. We've got what you need at the Pine City Freeway Holiday Station Store. You probably know your Pine City Holiday Station Store off 35 is easy to find, very clean, the staff is always friendly, and is open 24/7, 365. But did you know we do propane fills, have a brand new EV charging station, and a dog walking area? So if you need a hot cup of coffee, the tank topped off, or a jug of milk on the way home, we got what you need at the Freeway Holiday Station Store in Pine City.
Back here on 106.5 FM, AM 1350 WCMP, and 95.5 FM KBK. Bottom of the second, Bombers trail 2-0, and now to the plate for West Lutheran is their designated player, Meredith Dillon. And she watches that one go by for strike 1 from Alex Rysdam. Next one is swung on and fouled into the fence here. So now an 0-2 count for the leadoff batter in the bottom of the second for West Lutheran. That one swung on and fouled back again. Dillon staying alive with an 0-2 count. Alex Rysdam. With the pitch. That one's in there on the lower part of the plate. And she'll get Dillon looking for out number 1. That'll certainly get the confidence up for Alex Rysdam and company. Now to the plate for West Lutheran, Sophia Beck. She's showing bunt. That one right to the pitcher. Throw on to first in plenty of time for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down, and the Bombers making quick work of the bottom of the second. Now to the plate will be the left-handed batter, Emmy Rober. Rysdam readies, and here's the pitch. That one swung on and fouled down the third baseline. That's going to go out of play into the pitching warm-up area, the bullpen, if you will. So an 0-1 count for Rober. Alex Rysdam with the next pitch is in there, swung on and missed for strike 2. 0-2 count now for Rober as Alex Rysdam tries to make quick work of this bottom of the second. Here's the next one. That one swung on and missed for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down go the Warriors, and the Bombers getting a little confidence there in that bottom of the second. No errors committed by them, and quick work of inning number 2. As coming up next, we'll have the top of the third inning. But first, a word from our fine sponsors here. You're listening to Section Championship Softball on WCMP and KBEK.
A Lennox air source heat pump is a high-efficiency air conditioning unit that can also heat your home or business during the spring and fall. It's more economical than heating with propane. Have Dale's Heating and Appliance install your Lennox air source heat pump. Ask Dale's how you can receive up to $1,000 in rebates for your air source heat pump system. And ductless mini splits also qualify for up to $1,000. Visit dalesheatingandappliance.com. Conditions apply. See dealer for details.
A little bit windy out here on the campus of the University of Northwestern St. Paul as we're at their turf softball field for this Section 4A championship game between your Braham Bombers and the West Lutheran Warriors. Bombers trail 2-0 as we head to the top of the third. A quick 2 innings already. The second inning was extremely quick. Both teams went 1-2-3. Braham Bombers looking to get a base runner on here and score some runs to get back the 2 that they gave up to West Lutheran. And Corey Olson will lead off for the Bombers here in the top of inning number 3. That one's going to be high for ball 1. 1-0 count for Corey Olson. Pitch on the way. She gives that one a swing right out to right field. That's going to get down. That'll get down, and it's going to roll to the right field fence. She's going to glide into second. No, she ignores the sign. She's going to go to 3, and she's in. A leadoff triple for Corey Olson. Corey Olson diving into third, and she has a leadoff triple for Braham. That one caught the right fielder leaning a little bit, and she used that speed to round second and get into third, and now it's Grace Kunke to the plate with an opportunity to get one of the runs back. Swings and misses out in front of that one for strike 1. Grace Kunke, the center fielder for the Bombers, trying to bat the run in here at third. Here's the pitch from Rolfe on 0-1. It's high for ball 1. So Braham using that momentum from the quick bottom of the second for offense here. Corey Olson with the leadoff triple. She's on third. Grace Kunke with a 1-1 count here. Here's the pitch showing bunt. That's going to go foul. So a bunt foul there, and her head coach Swanson telling her to pull back on that one. That one probably would have been a ball if she had pulled back. So now a 1-2 count for Grace Kunke, runner at third, nobody out. Rolfe will ready, and here's the pitch. Kunke, who thought about it but holds off there, and it will even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Got to be smart here as you've got that runner at third. Here's the pitch from Rolfe. And Kunke will follow this one back. Got a piece of it, and count will stay 2-2. Kunke readies. Rolfe readies, and here's the pitch. Oh, inside part of the plate, but they're going to say it's strike 3. So Kunke will go down looking as out number 1. Had a tough pitch to take for strike as that one's inside. She thought it was a little more inside than it was. That'll be strike 3, and now to the plate, the left-handed batter, Addie White. That one's high for ball 1. And Olson over there on third, making that catcher work a little bit. Corey Olson hit that leadoff triple. She's still over there at third, 1 down. White with a chance to bat the run in. Pitch from Rolfe is in there on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. A 1-1 count now for Addie White, the left fielder for Braham. Here's the pitch. Showing bunt, pulls back. It's a strike anyways. So White with a 1-2 count. Runner at third. Now got to be protecting here. Here's the pitch from Rolf. That's outside. And that will leave the count back up at 2 balls, 2 strikes for the left-handed batter, Addie White. Here's the pitch from Rolf. White will foul this one back and keep herself alive in the at-bat. Looks back into the batter's box, runner at third, 1 down. In the top of the 3rd inning, Braham trails 2-0. Rolf ready, here's the pitch. That one's high and it's over, and not a far enough backstop for Olsen to even attempt to try and come back and take home. So now a full count here for Addie White. Runner at third, 1 down. Pitch from Rolf on the way. Outside, and that is ball 4. Runners at the corners now with 1 down, and Braham in a position now to get into Rolf's head a little bit. Rolf, a very good pitcher, a 1.86 ERA on the season, but get some runners on and you get a leadoff triple. That can get into a head of a pitcher, and now a great chance to affect the pitcher even more. And it's going to be a steal there by White to second. So runners on second and third now for Braham, as Aaron Zimpel is at the plate. The catcher thought she was going to catch Corey Olsen leading there on third as she pump faked down to second, but Olsen, she's smarter than be many opportunities to try and take home from third on a pass ball, so can kind of throw that out the window. We'll have a circle visit here for the Warriors and the pitcher Eleanor Rolf. And the circle visit will be over. Aaron Zimpel, the current batter at the plate, has a 1-0 count. Runners on second and third with 1 down. Pitch from Rolf on the way. Zimpel just in front of that one for strike 1. So just a tad out in front of it. And now a 1-1 count for Zimpel. Rolf readying, and here's the pitch. Got a piece of that one. Is it far enough to score the run? Maybe it will be. And she is dives into home for the score. It's a sac fly RBI for Aaron Zimpel for out number 2. That will score 1 and bring that run from second to third. 2 down, a run is scored for Braham. They trail 2-1. With 2 down, runner at third. Now Morgan Rysdam to the plate. Ooh, well out in front of that one, swinging and missing on that. For strike 1. And for the Bombers, gotta pick some better pitches to swing at here, especially in it with a spot to try and add another run, and that one's going to be swung on, hit right at the shortstop, and caught for out number 3. Well, that'll be out number 3, but the Bombers do some damage. 1 hit and 1 run for the Bombers. And they cut into that West Lutheran lead, trailing by only 1 as we go forward. Now to the bottom of inning number 3. And the Bombers keep that confidence and go forth here in the bottom of the third and make it another 1-2-3 inning for the Warriors. We'll find out after we come back after a word from our fine sponsors here on WCMP and KBEK.
WCMP Sports, local sports.
Past the 25, to the 20, to the 15. He's going to high step into the end zone. Touchdown!
Slips 1, slips a second, able to get away for Sluka. Back underneath, far side, and a goal to the lane, and just gets the roll. Wow.
Pine City, Mora, Hinkley Finlayson, East Central, Braham, Rush City, Malacca, North Branch. Find out who's playing next at WCMPradio.com.
Not just WCMPradio.com, KBK.com as well for your broadcast schedule for the games coming up this week. It is subject to change just because of, especially during spring sports weather and people getting sick and games just changing, period. So just kind of an asterisk on it. now for the Warriors of West Lutheran. Leading off the bottom of the third, it will be Juliet Rober. Bombers cut into that 2-0 lead with a run there in the top of the third. And now Alex Rysdam, the first pitch strike here to Rober. That's Juliet Rober, the catcher for the Warriors. This one swung on and fouled back, and it will be out of play. So now an 0-2 count for Juliet Rober. Rysdam readies. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, and that one lifted foul. So she'll stay alive, 0-2. Rysdam back into the circle. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Took a little something off it, and ooh, Rober just got a piece of it. Foul tip, and she again stays alive, 0-2. That one swung on, popped behind Rysdam, a diving attempt, but she can't get to it in time. So that one will fall for another foul. It's 0-2 again for Juliet Rober. Alex Rysdam trying to finish off the first at-bat at the bottom of the third. Here's the pitch. Swung on, and that one's going to be foul down the third baseline. And third baseman diving after it. Len is, she's all right. Gets up. A battle here between Rober and Rysdam. And Rysdam trying to finish it off. Takes a little something off that one, but Rober is on it. Throw on to first is in time. A beautiful throw there by the shortstop for out number 1. Great throw there by Aaron Zimpel for out number 1. Rober had some speed, but Zimpel with the throw gets her out. And now Eleanor Rolfe, the starting pitcher for West Lutheran. She had a single to begin the first, and this one's going to be lifted foul down the first base line and out of play. Rolfe back into the batter's box. Rysdam with the pitch. That one's low. And it'll be ball 1. 1-1 count now for Eleanor Rolfe, and she again their starting pitcher. Pretty good batter as well. And that one to the shortstop. Oh, and the shortstop Zimpel can't grab it cleanly. I don't know if that'll be counted as an error or not. I assume so. And a runner will be on. As I mentioned, Rolfe, a pretty good batter, a .507 batting average. So we'll have a runner on first, 1 down. And now Marissa Tussler gets this one driven down the right field line. It's going to be fair. That'll probably score a run. And it will. This throw not going to get in time. And the second RBI triple for Marissa Tussler. So the second triple and RBI for Marissa Tussler will make it a 1-out RBI triple and give them a 3-1 lead now. You've got that opposite field hitter. It is so hard to defend. That one's going to get down for a base hit. Center fielder grabs it. And it's going to be an RBI single anyways for Kaylee Opitz. All of a sudden, the bats have come alive now for West Lutheran. Maddie Tussler to the plate. 1 down, runner at first. And a 4-1 lead now for West Lutheran. So after that, first out, this one. Next 3 batters have hit, and 2 have scored. 0-1 count for Maddie Tussler. Here's the pitch from Rysdam. Low, and throw it on to second. That one's not even close as Opitz is safe. Risky throw, too, because she had such a good lead off on that one. .0-1 for Tussler. 1-1 now. That one got her. So she will walk down to first with Maddie Tussler after being hit by the pitch. Runners at first and second for Natalie Menges. Runners on first and second, one down in the bottom of the third. Natalie Menges. Rysdam with the pitch. Call ball one. Rysdam with the 1-0 pitch. In there for strike one. 1-1 pitch on the way from Rysdam. Swung on and fouled. That'll make it a 1-2 count for Menges. Rysdam with the 1-2. Inside and throw down to third. Oh, would have got her, but that one's going to get away. And that will get her, yes. So the throw down to third popped out of Leniz's glove, and then the runner at third tried to go home, but as she went home, the shortstop, Zimpel, went and got the ball, threw it back to the third baseman, and they tag her at third for out number 2. So she initially got the steal, but then was caught trying to get back to third. That one right at second. She makes the catch. And what a play there by Sunny Lilly. She grabs it for out number 3. Well, a wild ending to this third inning. The Warriors do score 2 more runs, but the Bombers got to be feeling a little bit confident after that ending. They grab 2 outs quickly. They catch a runner at third, and then the line drive catch there by Sunny Lilly. We'll be back for the top of the 4th here on WCMP and KBEK.
Arrowhead Transit plays a pivotal role in bolstering the communities it serves. By providing accessible and reliable transportation, they ensure essential travel for work, education, and health care. Arrowhead Transit is customer-centric, continuously evolving to meet the needs of the community with initiatives like community outreach programs, job fairs, and educational workshops, and more. Arrowhead Transit is more than just a transportation service. It is a vital part of the communities it supports. Your connection, your community. Arrowhead Transit, your ride.
95.5 FM KBK, WCMP 106.5 FM and AM 1350. Of course, WCMPradio.com, audio only, to MSHSL restrictions in the playoffs. Top of the 4th, Bombers trail by 3 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. It was a ground out initially, and then the next 3 batters got a hit, and last 2 got RBIs, but then a wild ending to it as the runner at second stole third. The throw down was out of the glove of Leniz. It rolled back, and as the runner at third started to go home, she turned around realizing Aaron Zimpel got to the ball in time. So the throw back to Leniz at third got the runner at third for out number 2, and then the next pitch was a line out to Sunny Lilly at second. That is how the inning would end. Head coach Swanson for the Bombers getting a question into the umpire here. As we, in just a moment, looks like a West Lutheran player got out there a little bit late. And we're set to begin now, the 4th. Leading off for the Bombers in the 4th, it will be Lauren Leniz. Rolf readies, and here's the pitch. Showing bunt, pulls back, it's inside for strike 1. Just got enough that inside part of the plate for the strike. Now it's an 0-1 count. Pitch on the way from Rolf. That one low and popped up easily for the third baseman. And she grabs it for out number 1. So 1 down. That one probably should have been left alone, but now Nicole Duvernay to the plate. Watches that one go high for ball 1. She struck out swinging in her first at-bat back in the 2nd. Here's the 0-1, 1-0, excuse me, and now that one in there for strike one. So 1-1 now to Nicole Duvernay. Rolf readies, and here's the 1-1 delivery. Duvernay with a strong grounder to the shortstop. The throw on to first is in time for out number 2. So now Jenna Beck to the plate. She flew out in foul territory to the catcher in her first at-bat. 2 down, nobody on. Top of the 4th for Braham. Here's the pitch from Rolf. That's low, bouncing. And a 1-0 for Beck. Pitch from Rolf on the way. That's inside. Ball 2. 2-0 count for the designated player, Jenna Beck. She readies, and Rolf delivers with the 2-0 pitch. That's low for ball 3. 3-0 count now for Jenna Beck. And we'll see if she holds off, and that one's going to be inside for ball 4. No one really knew what that was. It was going to be a ball 4. So now coming to the plate, Alex Rysdam. And the Bombers have a chance here for a little bit of a 2-out rally. Rolf with the pitch. That one swung on and hit out towards right center. That's going to get down, and that should be enough for extra bases. That's going to roll to the fence. Alex Rysdam is into second. They're going to send the runner from first home. The throw home is not going to even be close. And now Rysdam going to be aggressive to third, and she's there! An RBI double for Rysdam. That turns into her reaching third on the throw home. And what a at-bat for Alex Rysdam, an RBI double. But she reaches third on the throw home, and the Bombers cut into that 4-1 lead, now make it 4-2. And now another chance for a run here, Corey Olson. Remember, she led off with an RBI a triple in last inning. Now a chance for the RBIs. That one's going to be low, bouncing to the plate, but it will hold Rysdam at third. And again, backstop pretty short here, so no chance even on a pass ball to really try and get to home. Corey Olson at the plate, a 1-0 count for her. Rolf with the pitch, and she got a piece of that one, but that is lined right to the first baseman for out number 3. Olson a little bit upset with that one, as she knew could have had a better one, but the Bombers do some damage. They get that one hit, the 1 run. And now we'll move to the bottom of the inning. West Lutheran will have their turn at the plate. Bombers again cut into that lead, make it 4-2 as we head towards the bottom of the 4th inning. Here we're at the campus of the University of Northwestern St. Paul, their sports complex, which is home to the baseball, softball fields, the tennis courts, and the football field as well, all turf, for this section for a championship game between the Bombers and the West Lutheran Warriors. Bottom of the 4th, your Bombers trail 4-2, but have showed plenty of capability to not only keep up with West Lutheran, but to also overcome this lead. Leading off bottom of the 4th for the Warriors is Meredith Dillon. That one's in there for strike 1 from Alex Rysdam. Here's the 0-1 from Rysdam, just high for ball 1. Rysdam with the 1-1 pitch. That one swung on. A bouncer to first. She'll underhand it. And gonna step on first will Sunny Lily, but not in time. And Dillon is gonna beat it out. Lily couldn't grab it cleanly, and because of that, stepped on first a little bit late, and Dylan will be safe at first. So Sophia Beck coming to the plate now for West Lutheran. Bunt attempt shown. And they try to watch it go foul. Not going to happen. Now a throw to third. That's out at third. Yes, she will be. So the bunt will allow Beck to reach. So Beck reaches on the bunt, but then the runner at first, Meredith Dillon, tried to go to third, and as she got to third, that throw was easily there to get her for out number 1. So now 1 down, runner at first, the left-handed batter, Emmy Rober, swings and fouls this one back out of play. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. A bunt, but pulled back. It's going to be a strike anyways for Rober, and now it's a 0-2 count for Emmy Rober. Runner on first, 1 down. That one swung on, fouled back. Rober will keep herself alive. She struck out swinging. Back in the second. Rysdam with the pitch. Swung on and missed. And that's going to be strike 3 for out number 2. Runner from first moves to second. And now Juliet Rober to the plate. Rounded out. So 2 down, runner at second. This one is swung on and fouled into the fencing here at the backstop. 2 down, runner on second. A 0-1 count for Juliet Rober. Rysdam, the next one is swung on and fouled back again. Now 0-2, and Rysdam and company will try and get out of the 4th. Return to the top of the 5th and try and get those runs back. This one swung on and missed. Oh, they're going to say she got a foul tip anyways. Well, it's out number 3. It doesn't matter. 2 hits in that inning for West Lutheran. No runs, though, and no errors committed by either side. We'll head to the top of inning number 5 here on the University of Northwestern St. Paul. Your Bombers trailing the West Lutheran Warriors 4-2, but their offense has since gotten warm, and hopefully they can get those bats going again. We'll be back after word from our fine sponsors here on WCMP and KBEK.
At Wellia Health, our goal is to help you live life well at every age and every stage. If you've been busy taking care of everything else but neglecting your own personal health, don't let another year go by without making yourself a priority. Get an annual checkup. Please schedule an appointment at Wellia Health today. Call us at 320-679-1313 or welliahealth.org.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Visit Town & Country Insurance today at townandcountry-ins.com or stop in our offices in Finlayson, Hinckley, and Mora.
Top of the 5th, and leading off for the Bombers will be Izzy Schockman. Rolf readies, and here's the pitch. That one's going to be in there for strike 1. Schockman shakes her head, and now she knows. Oh, 1 count for Schockman. Rolf with the pitch. And Schockman swings and misses on that one, just underneath it. And now it's an 0-2 count. Rolf readies. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Outside. And Schockman very smartly lays off of that one. Now a 1-2 count for the leadoff batter here in the top of the 5th. Rolf with the pitch. Inside for ball 2. That'll even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes here for Izzy Schockman. Rolf readies, and here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss by Shockman. Good swing, but swings through it as that'll be out number 1. One down, and now into the left-handed batter's box. Steps in Addie White. She reached on a walk in her first at-bat back in the 3rd. That one's going to be high for ball 1. One-0 count for White, and the pitch from Rolf on the way. Low for ball 2. 2-0 count for White, and with one down and nobody on. Top of the 5th, Bombers trail 4-2 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Rolf with the 2-0 pitch. That one's high for ball 3. So now a 3-0 count for Addie White. And the Bombers trying to get somebody on base here. More times than not, when the Bombers have had somebody on, they've scored. So if they can get somebody on here, maybe they can continue that. That one's going to be high for ball 4. So the Bombers will get a base runner on. And again, the last 2 innings, when they've had somebody on base, they have been able to score. So will that continue here as Erin Zimpel steps into the batter's box. She had a sac fly in the 3rd. That scored a run. That one's going to be outside. White on first. Zimpel at the plate. Bombers trail by 2 here in the top of the 5th. 1-0 pitch on the way for Zimpel. That one swung on and hit out towards right center. That's going to get down. No, it's going to, oh my goodness, be caught on the run. And White is back to first in time. My goodness. That, what should have been a base hit for Erin Zimpel, was just a good play out there in center. Well, give her credit. I mean, give credit where credit is due. That's just a phenomenal play on the run by the center fielder. So unfortunately, Addie White has to go back to first. Now 2 down. That one's going to roll to the catcher for Morgan Rysdam. And an 1-0 count for Rysdam. So we hit robbed from Erin Zimpel, and now Morgan Rysdam with 2 down, trying to start another 2-out rally. This one is swung on and hit softly, foul down the 3rd base line.
Let it come to yourself. Let it come. Don't reach.
That one a devastating hit catch rather, for Braham, as it should have been a hit, but instead it was caught. Now a 1-1 for Morgan Rysdam, and she gets this one, lifts it back and out of play. Now a 1-2 count for Morgan Rysdam.
70%.
2 down, runner at first. Rolf with the pitch. And out, way out in front of that one. Got her to swing and miss for out number 3. So the Bombers get that runner on, but no hits and no runs come across the board. And now we'll head to the bottom of the 5th. And it will be the top of the order for West Lutheran that will come to the plate. That has been the danger hitters for West Lutheran. We'll see if Braham can get them down 1-2-3, get back to offense here, as we'll take commercial break on WCMP and KBEK.
There's just nothing like being on the water, especially on a pontoon. Pine Toon Rental in Pine City has your next outing. Spend the day on the water. Cruise between Cross Lake and Pekegama Lake. Over 20 miles of shoreline with several stops along the way. And start creating memories that'll last a lifetime. But you've got to reserve your pontoon first. Visit PinetoonRental.com. PinetoonRental.com.
Eleanor Rolfe will lead off for West Lutheran here. And Eleanor Rolfe, a .500 batter. She has 17 RBIs. That one hit. Oh, and it's just going to get past the center fielder in Shockman, and that will be a leadoff double. A double there for Eleanor Rolfe. Izzy Shockman out in center. Just misread it a tad. And now Marissa Tussler to the plate. Marissa Tussler on the season, 404 with 18 RBIs. Runner on second, nobody out. That one inside to Tussler for ball one. And the runner on second was leaning pretty far. And now we'll get a circle visit for Alex Rysdam. Runner at second after the leadoff double hit there by Eleanor Rolfe. And nobody down. The Bombers trail 4-2 here in the bottom of the fifth. Going to need to get things going here for their offense, as they'll only have 2 more innings of work to try and overtake the lead. Defensively, they deal with what has been the problem batters, as Eleanor Rolfe, Tussler, and Kaylee Opitz have each either got a triple or have scored a run for West Lutheran, in this game. So the conference is over, and now a 1-0 count for Marissa Tussler. Rysdam, this one is swung on and hit opposite field again, but it is down this time for a foul ball. Marissa Tussler has twice gone opposite field for an RBI triple. Twice. And now she almost did it again. I don't know if that would have been a triple, but if it stayed fair, it does score the run. So trying to go opposite field is Tussler. That one's going to get by, and that one will bring the runner from second to third. So Rolfe now at third. Nobody out. And Tussler swings, and this one's into center field, down for a base hit. It's an RBI single. That is the third RBI for Marissa Tussler in each of her at-bats. She's hit an RBI, and that will make it 5-2. That one swung on, hit right at the third baseman. Is going to get by her. And shortstop got it, throwing the first. Bit of a dangerous throw there. In the glove of Duvernay, though. Duvernay holds on, and that'll be a base hit for Kaylee Opitz. So now runners on first and second, nobody down. And at the plate, Maddie Tussler for West Lutheran. Nobody down. That one swung on and just over the shortstop's head. That'll be down for a base hit. Throw is coming home. Oh, it's going to go well long. And unfortunately, because it was long, it does allow the run to score. Runner from first will move to second. It was a base hit for Maddie Tussler, but it'll only be a single, but because of the throw home, it turns into 2. Natalie Menges to the plate. Runners at second and third. Nobody down, a 6-2 lead now for West Lutheran. Swing and a miss there by Menges. 0-1 count now for Menges. Rysdam with the pitch. That one swung on and hit out to center. That one's going to score 1 and 2. And the batter's into second. An RBI double for Natalie Menges. Nobody down, and a runner at second. After that 2-run double by Menges, makes it 8-2. And now Meredith Dillon to the plate. 1 for 2 today. First pitch to her, swung on and fouled out of play. That's going to head to the football field. So nobody out, runner on second for Meredith Dillon. Has an 0-1 count. Alex Rysdam with the pitch. That's going to be outside for ball 1. One now for Meredith Dillon. The pitch on the way from Rysdam. Swung back. Oh, it touches her glove. Out of her glove. Throw on to first is not. Yo, it is in time. Well, they do get her. Good throw there by Sunny Lilly from second to grab out number 1. The runner from second moves to third. So the Bombers finally get an out here in the bottom of the fifth. And coming to the plate, Sophia Beck for the Warriors. Here's the pitch from Rysdam is going to hit Beck in the batter's box for foul. On the bunt attempt. 0-1 pitch on the way, a bunt again. Up and caught by Morgan Rysdam. So the bunt popped up foul for out number 2. Emmy Rober to the plate now, 2 down, and a runner at third for West Lutheran. Rober, the left-handed batter, she shows bunt, pulls back on it as that one is high for ball 1. Here's the pitch from Rysdam. That one's laid down, bunt. Throw on to first is there for out number 3. So Morgan Rysdam gets it for out number 3, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. So I see 4 runs cross for the Warriors, and it is a 8-2 lead for West Lutheran. Bombers have some work to do here as we move to the top of inning number 6, trailing by 6 runs, and maybe 6 is the magic number. 6th inning, 6 runs down. Bombers back to the plate after a word from our fine sponsors on WCMP KBK.
Hi, this is Sarah from Burnett Dairy Cooperative. Do you know about our propane customer referral program? It's simple and rewarding. Refer a qualified new Burnett Dairy propane customer and you'll receive a $100 credit to your account. Terms and conditions apply. Call 715-689-1032 for details and follow our Burnett Dairy General Store Facebook page. Share the warmth with Burnett Dairy, your trusted propane partner.
Top of inning number 6, Braham trailing the West Lutheran Warriors 8-2 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Owen Lenez to lead off for Braham. Pitch here from Rolfe is on the way. Lenez showing bunt, and that one was well low. That one's got to be pulled back on. And for Braham, they're going to have to be a lot more picky at what they're swinging at here in the 6th inning, as they need to grab at least 6 runs in the next 2. That one was inside for ball 1. 1-1 count now for Lenez. Pitch on the way from Rolfe. Swung on, and that gets by the first baseman. And that is throw on to first. Not going to get there in time, and Lenez beats out the throw from the right fielder for a base hit. So now Nicole Duvernay to the plate. Runner at first. Now Duvernay with a great opportunity here. She has been clutch in these type of batting situations. That one's going to go foul and out of play. Back into the batter's box, Duvernay. 0-1 count. Rolfe with the pitch. Low for ball 1. Throw down to first. Not going to be in time to get Lenez as she's back safely. A 1-1 count for Nicole Duvernay. Rolfe with the pitch. Duvernay swings and fouls this one back out of play. All right, 1-2 count for Duvernay. Runner at first. The leadoff batter. Rolfe back into the circle with the pitch now. And Duvernay, that's the one. But swings through it for out number 1. Good pitch for her to hit, but swings through it. And now Jenna Beck coming to the plate. Pitch from Rolf. Swung on and hit softly towards left. She pulls that one, and that's going to get down for a base hit. So a nice hit there from Jenna Beck. She saw plenty of open field there in left and executed that at bat perfectly. So runners at first and second, one down for Alex Rysdam. And a courtesy runner here at first for Jenna Beck. Going to be Ava Kunke. So Ava Kunke will be the runner at first now. Get that all situated on the umpire's sheet. But again, Ava Kunke. One down, runners at first and second for Braham. Trailing 8-2 here in the top of the sixth. Here's the pitch from Rolf. Outside for ball one. Get a ball in for the umpire here. 1-0 count to Rysdam. Rolf with the pitch. That one's high. And a 2-0 count for the pitcher Rysdam at the plate. Rysdam 1 for 2 today with an RBI double back in the fourth. Rolf with the 2-0 pitch. Rysdam gets a piece of that one. That's out. That's going to get by the infield, and they're going to hold the runner at third. And that ball gets by with the catcher there to grab it, and that will load the bases. So Rysdam with a single, and now it's Corey Olson with the chance to empty the bases. Corey Olson, remember, back in the third, hit a triple. That would clear the bases and really go a long way in helping Braham get back into this game. They trail by 6 with one down here in the top of the sixth. A bit of a conference there in the pitching circle now for West Lutheran. They try to get out of this bases loaded jam with one down. And again, Corey Olson be the next at-bat. Conference going to be over. Umpire steps in, says, hey, time for it to end. Got to get back to action. So Corey Olson to the plate. Bases loaded, one down. Rolf readies. Here's the pitch. Low for ball one. And this is where, if you're the Bombers, you have to be extra picky on the pitches you're swinging at. You got bases loaded, only one down. Here's the pitch from Rolf. That one gonna get her. And because of the hit pitch, that is going to bring home a run. And it will keep the bases loaded as well. So hit by pitch, brings home a run, keeps the bases loaded, and it's 8-3. Now to the plate. We'll get a switch here. Izzy Schockman will not be in there. It'll be Ayla Anderson. And Ayla Anderson stepping to the plate. So Ayla Anderson to the plate, bases loaded, one down. Rolf readies, here's the pitch. That one high for ball one. And again, still a spot for the Bombers to be picky on what they're swinging at. With bases still loaded and only one down. Run has scored because they hit by pitch. That sent Olson to first. That one's inside for ball two. And Anderson doing a good job so far. Watching these first two go by. It's a 2-0 count. Rolf with the pitch. That one's in there for strike one. Not the pitch that Anderson wanted, and that's okay. You can watch that one go by and hope for a better one. That's where this is what I meant. You got to be picky at what you're swinging. And also, not a bad idea to make Rolf throw more pitches as well. Never a bad idea to try and tucker out the arm of the pitcher, and that one's going to be swung on and missed. Anderson wants that one back. But still got an opportunity now as that evens the count at 2-2 for Ayla Anderson. Pitch. That one swung on, and it stays just high enough for an out. And it is going to be a sac fly, though. So an RBI for Ayla Anderson on the sac fly. It'll make it 8-4, but that is 2 outs. And that will no longer keep the bases loaded. Runners at first and second, 2 down. Addie White to the plate. That one, ooh, outside part of the plate for strike 1. Oh, 1 for White now. Runners at first and second, 2 down. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That one's low. For ball 1. Addie White in the left-handed batter's box. Rolf changes her approach to the pitches a few times here. She sometimes works from outside the circle and then comes in and then gets their pitch ready, or sometimes she'll work outside the circle, come in, pause, and then throw. So got a little bit of a different routine as that one's in there for strike 2. So 1-2 now for White. She's going to have to protect here. That one, good eye, though, to lay off that one. We'll leave the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Runners at first and second, 2 down. Bombers trail now by 4 after scoring 2 runs. Tying run is on deck. Here's the pitch. White will get a piece of this one just to foul it off and keep herself alive. Three hits in this inning for the Bombers. Have seen 2 runs cross. Here's the pitch from Rolf. White will keep, oh, wow. She got it, but lined it right back to the pitcher for out number 3. So 3 hits, see 2 runs cross for Braham. No errors there for West Lutheran. And now we'll move to the bottom of the 6th inning. Bombers get a little bit of momentum there. Cut into this lead to cut it in half, 8-4. And the Bombers will be on defense when we come back after word from our fine sponsors here on KBEK and WCMP.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics, a smile you will embrace forever.
Bottom of the 6th. Bombers trail 8-4. They'll need to make it more or less of a 1-2-3 inning here and then score 4 runs in the top of the 7th. That bat is hit to shortstop, throw on to first in time for out number 1. But now that brings to the plate what I like to call the problem batters for Braham is the top 3. It's Eleanor Rolfe and Marissa Tussler due up for West Lutheran. Those 2 themselves have scored 3 runs and batted in 3 for Tussler. So going to need a big defensive stand here by Braham as the first pitch in to Eleanor Rolfe is strike 1. Next one is low for ball 1. 1-1 for Eleanor Rolfe. That one, ooh, inside for ball 2. 2-1 to Rolfe. Alex Rysdam ready, here's the pitch. That one swung on and fouled. One down, nobody on for Eleanor Rolfe. Oh, that one gets away from Rysdam, and that'll make it a full count. That one, I think, just slipped out of her hand, possibly. So full count now for Rolfe. Rysdam with the pitch. That one's going to be low. So runner at first, one down for West Lutheran, and now to the plate, Marissa Tussler, and she has been the RBI queen here in this one, and she fouls this one. She's batted in 3 runners up to this point. They've all been Rolfe. That one, ooh, call ball there on that pitch to Tussler. 1-1 pitch on the way, swung on and fouled. So now a 1-2 count for Marissa Tussler, runner on first, one down. Tussler again has gone opposite field in almost every at-bat, twice for a triple. This one swung on and hit right towards the shortstop. Throw on to second for 1. And that's all they'll get. So a fielder's choice will allow Tussler to reach, but they do get the leadoff runner at second. So 2 down, and now to the plate, Kaylee Opitz. He's got 2 RBIs in the game. She is 2 for 3. The throw down to first on the strike, but Tussler's going to be back in time. 2 down, runner at first for the Warriors. A 0-1 count for Kaylee Opitz. That one's going to sail past the catcher, Morgan Rysdam, and they'll leave it. So they'll allow Tussler to get down to second. No reason to throw down and have something go awry to allow her to get to third or even worse, home. So Opitz, that one, inside, and Morgan Rysdam can't believe it. That one looked to get a piece of the plate, but it'll be a 2-1 count instead. For Opitz, here's the pitch from Rysdam. That one going to be ball 3. 3-1 count for Kaylee Opitz. Rysdam is, she's got the edges there, but last 2 have been balls. And oh, what a snag there at first by Nicole Duvernay. She makes it look easy. Nicole Duvernay just sticks out her glove and grabs it for out number 3. Making it look easy, did Nicole Duvernay. So no runs, no hits, and no errors. And now the top of the 7th, Bombers need at the very least, they need 4 runs to get this game into extra. Well, at least into the bottom of the 7th. Then they'd have to go and play defense. So we'll head to the top of the 7th. Bombers down to their final 3 outs. They need 4 here. Back on WCMP KVK.
Okay, let's get started. Counselor, give me your case.
Your Honor, I represent the kids on summer vacation. The kids that did their homework all year. Well, mostly. The kids that ate their veggies. Looked out for their little sisters and brothers. And took out the trash when Dad was gone fishing. Your Honor, these kids deserve some fun this summer. Like train rides, cheeseburgers, movies, whitewater rafting, or the rodeo. Fun for crying out loud. I present Exhibit A.
This week, save hundreds on Throttle RX in Danbury, Wisconsin. Tons of adrenaline and 3 packages to choose from. Case closed.
Order in the court.
WCMP deals. Visit WCMPradio.com/deals.
Top of the 7th, leading off is Zimpel, and ooh, that one rides inside. She spins out of the way. That's ball 1. Here's the pitch from Rolfe. Zimpel gets a piece of it. That's going to get underneath the glove, and Zimpel is going to reach. She turns the corner, but she is going to only get a base hit there. But that is exactly what the Bombers need, and Zimpel will start him out. Base hit for Zimpel. Now to the plate, Morgan Rysdam. Morgan Rysdam to the plate. Top of the 7th. Bombers need 4. Now we're going to be low for ball 1. And Morgan Rysdam at the plate. 1-0 count. And here's the pitch. That one rides high for ball 2. Catcher quickly up, trying to keep Zimpel at first. Rolf readies again. Here's the 2-0 pitch on the way. Rysdam gets this one. Oh, a double play ball, and the throw on to first not going to be even close. So they'll get the lead runner out at second for out number 1, and Rysdam will reach on a fielder's choice. Lauren Lenez to the plate. 1 down. Bombers again need 4. That one's in there for strike 1. Rysdam back to first. No throw down. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed by Lenez for strike 2. 0-2 count, and Lenez going to have to make a better decision on what she was swinging at, but now going to have to protect here 0-2. And she does. That one's out of play. So fouled out of play by Lenez. She keeps herself alive 0-2. 1 down, runner on first here in the top of the 7th. Bombers trail 8-4. They need at least 4 runs to move this ball game to the bottom of the 7th. Here's the pitch. Low, and she fouls it off again. So keeping herself alive, 0-2. Count. Lenez. That one's swinging a miss for out number 2. So Bombers down to their final out. It's Nicole Duvernay at the plate. Jenna Beck, and then in the hole, Alex Rysdam would be the game-tying run. Duvernay at the plate. 2 down. That one's high for ball 1. Oh, 1-0 for Duvernay. That one's in there for strike 1. So 1-1 for Duvernay. Bombers trying to keep their hopes alive, down by 4 with 2 down, runner on first. Duvernay at the plate, a 1-1 count. Pitch to Duvernay, swung on and missed. And now the Bombers down to their final strike. Here we go, 1-2 pitch on the way. Duvernay gets a piece of that one, fouls it off. It gets down harmlessly, and she'll keep the season alive. Duvernay and Bombers down to their final strike of the season. They need 4 to get it to continue here at University of Northwestern St. Paul. 1-2 pitch on the way. Inside. That'll get by, and Rysdam now into second. 2 down, runner at second now. A 2-2 count for Nicole Duvernay.
Wait back and drive. Wait for it.
Rolf readies. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Duvernay swings and misses, and that will be it. So for the Bombers, that will be it for the season. What a season it was. But that'll be it. So we'll take a commercial break, recap the game. Then I got to head up to Cloquet for Rush City. as you're listening to this game on both 95.5 FM KBK, 106.5 FM AM 1350 WCMP.
Promoting good health in children is the best way to ensure they'll enjoy good health as adults. Don't skip out on your children's wellness appointments. Call Wellia Health today at 320-679-1313 to set up a Well Child visit. Our friendly family medicine providers love to support young families by helping your children stay healthy, active, and feeling their very best. WelliaHealth.org.
Burnett Dairy Cooperative, real farms, real flavor. Visit us online at burnettdairy.com.
Dale's Heating and Appliance, your local heating and appliance expert, is committed to making your family's comfort their top priority. And now you can add water softeners to their list of expertise. Dale's now offers water softener sales or rentals along with installation, service, and salt delivery. So if your home needs quality water, make the call to your already trusted experts at Dale's, or just visit dalesheatingandappliance.com. dalesheatingandappliance.com.
Welcome to the Summer of Saints. Not those saints. We're talking about the St. Paul Saints. Listen every Friday morning all summer long. We're sending you and a friend to CHS Field to see the Saints, courtesy of Hinckley Firehouse. Listen to win all summer. The Summer of Saints. Throwing heat all summer long. Thanks to the Hinckley Firehouse and WCMP.
Embrace Orthodontics offers a unique specialized approach to orthodontic treatment with custom braces or Invisalign. The team at Embrace loves getting to know their patients personally and takes the time to make sure all your questions are answered. Their board-certified orthodontists use only the latest in modern technology to give you the best outcome possible. They work with your insurance company and offer flexible financing options to fit your budget. Call today to set up your free exam and see how Embrace Orthodontics can transform your smile. More online at embracemn.com. That's embracemn.com.
Back here on WCMP KBK, the Bombers fall to West Lutheran 8-4. It was a good battle there by Braham in this one, but unfortunately that big fifth inning saw 4 runs cross for West Lutheran, and that's kind of what did it. It was a tight game and a very fun one at that. Braham has no reason to hang their head. It's going to hurt now and it's going to sting, but a very great season for them, a very fun season, and what a year it was for them as they will finish as runners-up in Section 4A for softball this year. Again, not the inning that they would have, not the game that they would have liked, not the ending that they would have liked, but a great season nonetheless for them as they are runners-up in Section 4A softball to West Lutheran. West Lutheran, a good team, a young team at that. Probably won't be the last time we see them head to state, as, again, they only have one senior, a couple of juniors, and then the rest are sophomores, freshmen, 7th and 8th graders. So they're going to be here for a while, I think, as the Bombers get their second-place medals. Again, going to hurt now, but when they look back at this season, they will have to certainly look at it with some joy because it was quite the season for them. They did a great job this year, made some terrific moments, terrific plays, and again, comes up just short. So the Bombers getting their medals. As I get ready to get on out of here, the Bombers fall in the section championship to West Lutheran 8-4. A fun season for Braham ends at the hands of West Lutheran 8-4. I want to thank all of you for tuning in. Thanks so much for tuning in. Thanks to all the fine sponsors for sponsoring this and every other broadcast that we do. Can't do it without them, so we appreciate it. Remember to tune in here at 4 o'clock on WCMP anyways for Rush City taking on Proctor in their section championship up in Cloquet. So tune in at 4 o'clock for that. I'm going to get on out of here so I can make my way up there so that I can get it there in time to set up and get ready for that game. But again, the Bombers fall here to West Lutheran 8-4 in the section championship game, and what a game it was. But be sure to tune back in to WCMP for Rush City versus Proctor here at 4 p.m. But again, thanks to all our fine sponsors. Thanks to all of you for tuning in. A huge congratulations to the Braham Bombers on their great season and runners-up in Section 4 Single A, falling to West Lutheran 8-4. Thanks to all of our fine sponsors. Thanks to you for tuning in. Thanks to Joshua back at the station for getting me on and off air. And for WCMP and KBEK, I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman. Be sure to tune in back at 4 for Rush City versus Proctor Section Championship game. So for WCMP and KBEK, I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman. Have a great rest of your afternoon. Tune in at 4.